Totally fine. We're good.
Okay.
Can
Hello. Welcome to Waking Up. I made sure that they couldn't hear
okay.
you,
All right.
dumbass.
I'm just checking.
I am giving Sean so much shit this morning, and
She is.
it's like,
God.
he is over here. He's like, no, I'm sure. And I'm
Yeah. I'm
poking at
like
his motherfucking trauma, and he's like,
she
no, no,
is.
no. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
I'm
sure.
like at least 85% sure.
85%,
Yeah. Like at
70%.
least 65. At
At
least 65.
least it's like lowering
The longer
his
she pulls this out, like
yeah.
yeah, it's at least 50-50 shot. Oh
All
my god.
right. Hello,
Yay, they can
welcome
hear
to
me.
Waking Up. Introduce us.
Hey, welcome to Waking Up. I am one of your hosts, Pep, aka Sean, and with me is my favorite dragon and co-host, Anna. Welcome to Waking Up. This is our podcast where we talk about religious trauma, regular trauma, and everything in between.
I'm a bit overthinking at the moment. Oh, well, let us be a nice distraction for you, dear.
Yes, we will distract. Wow. Uh,
Fuck was that?
nothing. Don't worry about it. It wasn't. You didn't. There's nothing to see here. So,
Uh-huh. Oh, there was
huh.
everything to see here. Okay,
Oh
but
god.
cool.
Do not clip that. So we grew up.
Kenneth!
Yeah, we are not here to bash anyone's faith. We are we love
But today,
we
Junior.
have words. Yeah, beautiful, wonderful words. We're not here bashing anyone's faith. We think faith is a beautiful thing when it's done in a mentally healthy manner. We
Uh-huh.
are just two trauma triscuits on the internet. We grew up in the Bible Belt in the South. So we grew up fundamentalist, evangelical, Southern Baptist. Um, and so we've got some isms to show for it, some trauma to
Did you
show
say
for it.
isms?
I did.
Rude.
All the words, the best words. Nah, I don't know about the best words. I got words. Um, yeah. So do not. So we are not therapists. We are not counselors. We are not certified in any sort of mental health. We are just two trauma triscuits on the internet talking about our journey, where we've been, where we are,
Mm-hmm.
where we want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I completely messed up your intro, but that's fine.
Don't
Did I miss
sue
anything?
us. Don't sue
Yes, don't
us.
sue us.
It was pretty much the
Yeah,
basis of that
yeah, yeah.
disclaimer. Just don't sue us.
What we say is our journey, is our experiences. It does not qualify mental health advice in any sort of way. No,
Hey.
yeah,
Someone told me I don't want to be. I don't want to be the responsible, and Ace and Arrow are just excuses for life responsibilities.
what?
Oh. So because you're asexual and aromantic, they are saying that you are avoiding being responsible? It sounds to me like they are projecting their insecurities onto you and the lack of empathy and compassion, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly okay. I'm going to go off on a rant before we get started on our. But I mean, I feel like Asta, that is very much like saying you're choosing to be homosexual, you're choosing to be
Yeah.
gay. It's like saying you are damaged. You have some type of damage because you're into kink.
Blue Ellie. I mean, yeah.
You know what? That's fair. We actually need a new disclaimer,
do.
but Asta, that sounds like that's they are projecting their point of view, their philosophy, their type of thing onto you, and that's not okay. You're not dodging responsibility. What the fuck is that about? Because here is the great thing about that is that, oh my god, I'm getting on a rant. Okay, hold on. I need to put my coffee down before I spill it. Hold on.
We're here for it. Give it to us.
Stretch.
Gotta stretch,
Gotta stretch it out.
talk with hands. Yeah, here we go.
So yeah, I am about to talk with my hands. So here's the fucking thing about that. When somebody says something that you don't want to, they're telling you who you are and why you are doing the things that you do. When nobody is allowed to tell you why, how, or what to do, because you are your own person. And when somebody, and trust me, because I was that person, when somebody is wanting to tell you where you are doing this because, it is basically because they want to feel like they have some type of knowledge and power and control over something that they don't understand. And that is a big, huge deal. Like, it is really, it's impossible. It's like saying you don't want to be responsible for life, and that's why you're not interested in sex and you're not interested in romance. So they're wanting to blame you. What does that have to do with them? It doesn't. And honestly, those type of comments show their fucking ignorance. And that's exactly what that is. Yes, I'm not saying it doesn't emotionally hit hard, because trust me, Sean's been the recipient of comments like that for sure. And I have been the recipient of comments like that 100%. And in just that, what it's showing is their inability to understand how you feel and where you're standing. Instead of saying, hey, I want to know more about why you're asexual or why you're aromantic or even what led you to this. Instead of being curious about where you are, what they are doing is telling you why you're this way, because ace and aromantic is a fucking not a concept that they can understand. So if they can't understand it, if they can't wrap their head around it, it's instantly a fault. It is instantly something that is a flaw or fault in you. And that is absolutely 100% incorrect. It is like those fucking small-minded Christians who say gay is a choice and let's convert you. Oh, being kinky means that you're some type of emotionally or mentally damaged if you want anything other than missionary staring at the ceiling. Like, okay, I'm sorry. I like to be spanked and, call you daddy, but that doesn't mean that I'm fucking broken. Here's a fact. Yes, I have trauma. Yes, I have all those things. Still like fucking doing it even after I've healed. So, bitch, it's not a problem. And it doesn't concern you. It doesn't concern that other person either. And you know what? If they don't understand it, that's fine. But they don't get to put that on you. They don't get to tell you that you are wrong for being who you are. And hence, it's a great segue into our motherfucking topic today, because I fucking hate that. I fucking hate when they say, oh, you're kinky, you're a deviant. No, I'm bisexual, so that means I'm a whore. And not like what? Because I like sex, I'm gonna fuck everyone. And that is what, so many people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you don't understand it, if you don't agree with it, that is their prerogative. That is the other person's prerogative, and that's okay. But don't put your shit onto me. Don't put your inability to be open-minded and compassionate and empathetic onto me. If you don't understand it and you don't want to understand it, fucking say that. Fucking say, I don't understand it, and you know what, I'm never gonna understand it, but that's fine. But don't fucking throw that onto me or onto somebody else. So Asta, there is nothing fucking wrong with you, and if you want, you can send them my contact information. I will read them for fucking filth. I don't care. Like, there is nothing wrong with you. If sex isn't your thing, or even romance isn't your thing, if your connection is on a different type of level, and that's exactly what it is. People mistake being asexual and aromantic as somebody who doesn't want love, who doesn't want connection, who doesn't want any of those things. That is not it. It just means you need something to connect in a different way, and that is fucking okay. That is okay. If you don't feel like you want to connect via sex or any type of romance, then that's fucking okay. That's actually perfectly normal. It just means that you connect on a different type of level, on a different type of wavelength, and I just want friendship, and that's enough. And see, that is perfectly acceptable. That's perfect. Do you know how much emotional and intimate and vulnerable connections I have made for people that I've never been sexually attracted to or that I have never had sex with? And that is a deeper connection within. I can go and fuck 12 people and not feel connected with them. Does that make it wrong? No, it doesn't. You know what, Asta? I am 100% in support of who you are, and that person who said that to you is projecting their inability to understand you on a different level, and that is not okay of them. What they did was wrong, and I feel like you need to hear that because you're overthinking it in your head. They do not get to tell you why you are who you are, because you are who you are despite about what anybody else says. And you know what? You may be a different person a year from now. I sure shit Sean and I are, and it's still okay. But nobody else gets to tell you who you are and why that is. Okay.
All of that.
I'm
absolutely
sorry. That was a 5-minute rant.
There's no apology necessary. That was beautiful. That was terrific. You said it well. We love you, Asta, for who you are.
Exactly.
And you love yourself.
And you know what? Friendships are so much more. Sometimes friendships are so much more fulfilling than any type of sexual or romantic relationship. Oh my God. Like, for real.
Yeah.
And those people, okay, that's me being judgmental, but I'm going to keep going. Okay, so Sean, what are we talking about today? I'm going to stop myself there before I go into toxic territory because I'm a little riled up now.
that Aruk's cutlery is coming out to play. Start going stabby. So we are talking about our goblin renaissance when healing makes us weird again.
Now I need my vape because now I need a cigarette.
After the rant, you need a cigarette. Okay, so we're talking about self-acceptance because self-acceptance is just chaos with better boundaries. So we're talking about what we were like before the healing, when we pretended to be normal, and how that compares with who we are now. We are in our goblin renaissance, and embracing. As she said, it's a great segue into this topic. Who we are, embracing that, loving that, accepting it, and finding joy in the weird, finding joy in who we are.
Oh God.
Oh God.
This is going to be a topic that may trigger Sean and I. I'm going to be real quite honest. It's going to be because you are already. Is there alcohol in that? Oh my God, oh my fucking God, I can't. Why? I sent you the topic like 20 minutes ago.
There may be additive in there.
Oh fucking shit.
It's not unleaded. This is the leaded version.
I love how we have a topic where Sean feels like he needs to drink to get through it.
It was just a little bit. It was just a touch, just a scooch.
Let me tell you, Sean's scooch is like this, and then he doesn't remember blacking out, and, I wasn't hungover.
The grass was also full 20 minutes
ago. So, yeah, it's the, it's the whole when drunk pep stream facts. Asta, just wait. He's unhinged when he's drunk, and here's the thing: he's a functional alcoholic, so he'll black out and not know that he's blacked out. Like, he won't black out like pass out. Like, he will black out and be completely functional, and we will literally have to take videos and pictures, not because we want to embarrass him, but because he won't remember half of the unhinged shit that he would do, and we have to prove to him that he did these things.
That's it. Yep, absolutely. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool.
But so here's okay. So it puts it in eras. It's very much following the Taylor Swift thing, but okay.
It kind of is, yeah.
It's our goblin era tour.
Wait. So if we're going in Taylor eras, does that mean we're currently in our showgirl era?
get the fuck out. Get out. And the fact, get out.
The fact that I know that's what you. Yeah, I knew you were going there. It's okay.
So the pre-healing era, when we pretended to be normal,
What?
AKA the masking era.
Oh God! Look, guys. This is who I am. Don't look behind the curtain.
Which means like the past 40 years of our life. Okay,
Pretty
here's
much, yeah.
here's the first. This is the majority of our life, so it's fine. This is the longest era.
It is. Yes, it was a very long era.
Okay.
All
Yes.
the things that we did to look quote unquote normal, to look acceptable, to be acceptable for other people.
To make yourself palatable for other people.
Oh God, I hate to. Yes.
And make other people more comfortable. Don't say the thing. Don't wear the
Yes.
thing. Don't look the certain way. Don't
Yeah.
like the thing. Don't do the thing because that's not normal. And of course, we're like neurodivergent, so we're weird.
Yeah, we're already weird. All the weird stuff. Yes, there's a lot of weird stuff in our heads. Masking is so draining and toxic. It absolutely is. That is one of the most exhausting things. Is the mask.
Okay, so when you were a kid, Sean, because I did it all the time, because I do it as an adult, and it's
Yeah.
still fucking like even now. But like when you were a kid, and you didn't know any better, like you're still trying to learn social cues, and you're still trying to learn just social
I'm still trying to learn social.
facts. But I mean, it's fine. So and you're over there and. You sit there and you say the thing, the inside thought that is weird, that unhinged thought as a kid. Like you're looking at an animal and you say something like, I wonder how squirrels poop. It's just the thing that came to my head. Again, weird, unhinged things that come to my head. Or I wonder what would happen if this, or some random, like, and it's all about curiosity. It's not ever about like, because as your ADD brain, you're going like this at all times. Your brain's like,
your brain makes a connection that possibly no one else made at that time or would normally make, and you're just like, blah.
right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just saying the weird thing out loud, and I think.
And you don't think it's you don't think it's not normal. You don't think it's weird. You don't think it's just the question. And you said the question.
Yeah.
And then, but the
normal people.
neurotypical, because who all is really
the
neurotypical? But whatever. I mean, well, it's fine. I was like the
neuronormies.
Or the ones that are really good at masking, the masking masters. Either the masking masters or the neurotypicals, like whatever there is. They look at you, and you either get punished or ostracized or shamed. And you're just like, and you don't understand because it was just a question. You were just curious.
Yeah, it was the approach of curiosity. That because I think when we were young, we did approach a lot of stuff as curiosity, and we were also bouncing around because ADD would tend to jump from thing to thing, and we random stuff. And that's the thing about ADD is the stuff that comes in our heads will often come out of our mouths. There's not really a filter there, especially when we're younger. And so it just comes out. We don't mean anything by it. We don't mean to be hurtful or whatever else anybody interprets it as. It's a thought and it comes out.
Oh, when it comes out hurtful.
It comes out and is received as a hurtful thing. Because for us, we're just saying stuff. Yeah.
Jan.
Mm-hmm.
Jan,
yes,
Mama Jan.
Yeah.
Her favorite story about the very first time meeting me at like 3 years old. She had gotten this awful haircut.
Oh, yeah.
And that's her favorite story to tell about me, is about who I was as a kid and as a person. Is I literally, like, everybody's like, no, your haircut's fine, because she was a little like unsure about it. And everybody's like, it's fine. And I look at her and I go, what's wrong with your head? Like, that's the thing. That's the things that come out. And my mom was mortified. And of course, she's like apologizing profusely. And I've got in trouble. But Jan's favorite thing, because I was like, what's wrong with your head?
I mean, that's the stuff that comes out. Yeah. I don't remember. I don't think my parents have any stories specifically about that. But I know I was a lot for my parents. I know I was a lot for my dad. because my dad's more of the stoic, and I was just bouncing off the walls, talking all the time, being loud, and he's not one for people being loud.
Right.
Yeah. For me it was like minimizing the personality, minimizing the weird, trying to be the good Christian kid, like don't do anything weird, just do everything normal and behave. Behave and act like an adult. That's kind of what I was like. I was that eh, I was one of the ones that I was like, "Oh, you're so mature for your age. Like you act like." I was
Why
praised
do
for
you
the
trigger
adult.
me? Why did you trigger me
So
like
soon?
that?
I'm sorry.
Why? We're like 30, we're like 20 minutes in because we started
We
10
are.
minutes later. Like, why? We're 20 minutes in. What the fuck?
We need a triggering timer.
Actually, we're 10 minutes in because I went on a 10-minute rant. Like, what the fuck, Sean?
Sorry, really my bad. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Being praised for being an adult as a kid.
But then you carry that on. Like, that becomes the
That becomes
mask.
a filter. Yes. Yeah, the
Yes.
mask.
That
Because you're like-
becomes the thing that you wear. It's the thing.
We take that on as our mantle, as our we're receiving praise, especially if we're not receiving praise elsewhere. If we receive a lot of praise, consistent praise from our caregivers, from people around us about being an adult and acting mature and being whatever, not ourselves, that reinforces. And so we take that on and we hold tight to it, especially if we're getting praise. That's the thing.
And see, that's the thing is that as a kid, you're not supposed to be mature.
No.
You're not, as a parent, as somebody who's raising 2 kids. Like, okay, I taught there's a difference between behaving well and acting mature. And it's very distinct because I never expect my kids to worry or act like adults. Why? Because they're not adults. They still have some maturing to grow, and even as they were little. And I took them out in public spaces because the whole band director thing and concerts in public, and they were always out in public with me. So what I taught them was, and I don't like there's also a line of like letting your kids be kids and then run all over the place. That's not parenting either. It's teaching them there is proper behavior in public. There are, look with your eyes, not with your hands. So like if they were curious about something or they wanted to touch something, because kids are tactile, they want to touch things, they want to pick things up, we look with our eyes, not with our hands. It's not a punishment. They're not acting out because but over time, it's that whole consistency of there is behavior that is appropriate, but I don't stop them from being kids. Mom, what's this? I mean, feel free to ask me the questions. Yes, it's annoying, but talk to me. Tell me the things that pop into your head. Okay, draw all of the things, create all the things, because you're a kid. But being mature and acting like an adult and expecting them to act, behave, think, react like an adult.
Yes.
That's trauma.
Yeah.
My kids had feelings in public. They got mad. They got cranky. They got tired. But I didn't yell at them, punish them. I said, okay, we need to remove ourselves from this situation and be a kid.
I feel like I was expected to parent myself through situations.
Yeah.
And so like I was sent to my room to think about it.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
And
then
when you figure it out, come back in. Come back out when you're ready.
There was no conversation. There was no, okay, so here's what happened. Let's talk about it. The parents didn't come in and try to help me work through it, think about it, talk about it. No, it was go to your room and think about it. And you want negative coping mechanisms to come out. You want your child to do anything and everything, and that's how you do it. You don't give it. And I was never given that. I was never given the tools to deal with my emotions. When you can come out when you've dealt with it, you can, when you're over it. That what that taught me That taught me suppression and intellectualization. That taught me to squash my emotions and
What?
mask it. And
I would
mask it,
never
right?
squash
That's
your
crazy. I
emotions.
know. What?
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
crazy talk. Yeah. So learn.
Sean, say it ain't so.
I know. Learned all the negative coping mechanisms as a kid because I couldn't be weird.
And but that also what?
Oh, no, I saw something. I saw things shift. I'm like, what? You're messing with stuff, aren't you?
I am messing with stuff because I noticed something, so I was like, I was fixing it.
Tell me you have
But
ADD. Tell me you have ADD.
but then that grew up into the. I mean, I was physically reprimanded. So that's like that whole, it's a whole different level. And for those of us, it's like, no, like, let me give you something to cry about.
Oh.
But but a good example, it doesn't just come from your parents either. I remember sitting in church and I had some Crayola markers and I was drawing on myself. Kids draw on themselves. My kids still do it. Like, and they're 13 and 12. Like, you just draw on yourselves because, like, what creativity? It's whatever. And she came up and she's like, oh, it says in the Bible that you're supposed to keep your body's a temple and like this whole shame spiral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, your body's a temple. That line. Oh my God, it's been trotted out for everything.
But over time, as a kid, you take all of these creative, shiny things about who you are. And like, that's what I love about introverts, because introverts are the best. Introverts, like I'm an introverted extrovert. So I get energy from other people, but my social battery is very small. So,
yeah.
Only so many. And the older I get, the more my tolerance, the smaller the battery gets, the smaller the charge gets over time. You know, like the battery ages. But over time, you learn to just, that becomes that. It's almost like that, like a crab. Like you live in that shell, and you force yourself, you force yourself into this shell. And you just grow, but it's still you're like, this is my home. This is who I am. This is how I and you stay there.
Yeah.
Even though this person on the inside's completely outgrowing it, it's completely, and you learn to put on this shiny, functional, appropriate human. Nothing is emotional. Nothing should bother you.
Yep.
Don't be weird. Like the conventional things.
Yes. Like the appropriate things that based on what everybody else thinks you should.
Wear the appropriate clothing.
Yes.
Don't wear the bright colored makeup. That's for that's for straight. Don't color your hair. Oh my God, mine was don't color my hair.
Yeah.
Don't wear the bright makeup. Don't wear the revealing, sexy, weird clothing. Don't like the weird stuff. I had to like, the appropriate things and the pretty things and make everything look nice.
We put so much effort when we were younger into fitting in a box that someone else gave us, that other people gave us. We contorted ourselves so hard in order to fit in that box that someone gave us. And I think it made us, I don't think we may not have realized it at the time, but looking back, it's like, I was miserable. I was so not who I was. But I carried that so far forward. It wasn't like I grew out of it. Like, okay, I'm an adult. I grew out of it. I just took that into my adulthood and took those lessons and just kept moving. That's where like the people pleasing comes from.
Okay, there's a couple of talking points on here that are just like in the first segment that just
hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Like this one, your inner goblin started showing up in his small rebellions, sarcastic comments, mismatched socks, and unexplainable purchases of shiny trinkets.
What?
That was your subconscious screaming, "Let me live." Oh my God. Okay, so Before my healing period, and Sean, I know you did this too. Did you buy things and hide them?
Hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes.
You would
Can't.
buy them because you
Mhm.
wanted them and you had to have them, but you would have to figure out a way to justify it,
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
or you hid it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, because it's I want this thing. So then where am I gonna hide it? How am I gonna show it? What excuse like you begin this litany of question of I gotta figure all this stuff out. Okay, it's safe to buy it. Like I'm like, I had to go through jump through so many of these hoops in order to just buy something for myself. It really didn't matter. We're not talking about big stuff. We're not talking about getting a new car.
Mm-mm.
We're talking about buying the little thing.
Oh yeah.
It's always the little stuff. We're like, oh god, where am I going to put this? What am I going to say if they find it?
Yes.
That was a big one. What's
Oh
my
my God. When you
justification?
lie, that's your thing. And
Yeah.
that's what makes you, it's that whole, you feel sort of dirty. And that's what makes it feel, being yourself, feel wrong and
Mhm.
wrong because you're having to lie about just wanting something, and you're having to lie about things that you want and be dishonest and
Mhm.
deceptive. And I that's the part that I fucking hated the most, because as time grew on, the lies got bigger, and the lie got more elaborate, and the
Complicate. Yes.
deception
Mhm.
and just hiding things, because I didn't want the lecture, I didn't want the disapproval, but I was the inner me was just so desperately screaming to just be like, I'm here, I'm here.
Mhm.
I need to feel something. I don't feel real. I need to connect with myself. I'm here. So I brought the things that brought me joy, but I hid them. And I didn't lie. And then when you get caught, you would get yelled at because you lied about it.
Yeah. Like but that was the thing that we had if we felt like if we didn't do that, if we didn't at least express ourselves in that way, we were going to explode. We were going to
Right.
just we're gonna lose it. We had and that was kind of like how we kept the genie in the bottle is we just had to get that one little thing,
It's
but
the
we
pressure
couldn't
valve.
it
It's the
is yeah,
pressure
you're
valve.
right. It's the pressure valve. Yeah.
I
And
can
so
I can mask. I can
mhm,
mask, but it's to keep the mask from cracking. I'm gonna
release
release a
yeah,
little bit of that pressure.
yep, that's exactly it. Ah.
And then, oh, okay.
Oh, you're feeling this,
trying
aren't you?
trying to be chill made you
Mhm.
boring, and being boring made you sad. And it turns out that repressing your sparkle doesn't actually make you more lovable, it makes you more beige.
Oh, that one hit hard, didn't it? Yeah. Ooh, I told this one. This one's got some zingers in there. I'm like, ooh,
This one
ooh,
might actually make me cry.
yeah.
As those of you who've watched the stream and watched the stream from the beginning, y'all have watched the change over time. And if you go back onto my YouTube channel and watch some of these old videos, it's like it's night and day. Like it's night and day. And even from the beginning of waking up, it's night and
Yeah.
day. And I'm still more and more, and I'm changing and becoming a different person. You're always changing. You're always
Mhm.
growing. But I was always, like I said, I was always the person that's like, what's wrong with your head? Have the weird thought. And okay, so I was sitting at a funeral one time. It was an open casket
Mhm.
thing, and I'm sitting there as an adult. I was in my 20s at the time. But like the thought in my head went, I know that they're embalmed, but I wonder what stage of decomposition it would be if they weren't embalmed at this point. Like it wasn't creepy and I wasn't being disrespectful. It was just a scientific question that I was curious about, and I'm sitting here and I'm going, this is a wholly inappropriate thought and I should not say it. But that's what I thought. I was just sitting there and I was just going, that's interesting.
Why do
Not a
our brains do that in just like the most inappropriate times? We have these weird thoughts.
And it's just like, oh, well, you should be sad. Well, I was sad. It doesn't take away from what I was feeling. But the thought that was going through my head was, I find that interesting, but it's not appropriate.
Yeah.
So I'm not, so I've made myself feel bad for that thought. But
Hmm.
I, I do the weird thing. You know, that whole say the weird thing. And I'm
Yes.
like, I am that person. I put it on my head. Whatever it is, I could be a bucket. It could be a
Mhm.
thing. I was the kid. There are pictures of me all the time with something on my head.
Oh my god.
But over time, my my mom, the church, the people I surrounded myself with, my exes, that was not okay.
Mhm.
Behave yourself. Why don't you just behave? Why can't you just be normal? Why don't you just
Oh,
why do you have to be
why are
this
you?
weird?
Yes.
Just can you
Mhm.
just be normal? That
Or and sometimes it's not even the words. Sometimes it's the looks. It's the whole like some and like and for someone who is hyper vigilant, as people who are hyper vigilant, just there you go. There's the
oh,
stretch. Oh yeah.
actually that feels really good.
You probably needed to. Thanks, Asta, for giving her that.
I know, my
Um,
shoulder is like tight.
yeah. But for like I'm hyper vigilant, and so those looks sometimes it doesn't have to word. It's just that look of
Shame.
derision or yeah, the look of shame of like really
What are
like
you doing? Like
come on
why?
like really. Oh,
Yeah, I know,
that
right?
that is enough for me to
I
go
know.
for me to go pull that in. Okay, reeling that back in, hiding the weird.
Right. And it's one of those over time, and especially in my marriage. And I became a wife and I became a mom. And those
Mhm.
titles, and it's like, I have to behave a certain way. I have to be, a lot of this was self imposed, a lot of it wasn't. It is very 50-50 if I'm being real honest. But then all of a sudden, I remember just sitting there and just being miserable. I can relate to that. I don't laugh because it's funny, but my brain
Oh,
just.
I'm bad at funerals. I am bad to be, especially religious funerals, like overly religious. I'm
Sean
like,
and I and Blue Ellie aren't allowed to go to funerals anymore
no,
together. We're
no,
not
we're
allowed to.
not.
You want to talk
The
about
three of us were in the back. We're in the back of a church at a religious funeral.
with my sister sitting
With-
beside me?
Who is not this? Yeah, and so I was so worried they were going to kick us out. Like we were just going to do one too many.
The upside is it was my
Uh,
step grandmother's funeral. And so my dad and my stepmom both know us. So they wouldn't have been, her brother would have been irritated and his wife
mhm,
because they're again those people, but my
yeah,
dad and my stepmom would probably been like, you know what, thanks. They would have thanked us.
that yeah. Hmm. but yeah, you can't. Don't put the three of us at a funeral together.
It was so much. We were
Not if you want
literally,
it to be serious
hold
and
on.
somber.
Okay, I don't have a paper, so I'll use
Uh,
this check. It was a lot of this. We had the program, and we'd just be like,
Pretty much, yes. I stopped short of turning it into a paper airplane.
and we were over here, and it was just a lot of this. And my sister was just like, "The fuck, guys!"
That's how
Like,
that's how our brains work, and especially in super serious situations. My brain does not go to super serious. My brain goes to this is too much. Like that super serious is overload. Like,
okay, and because this is our weirdness. This is our weird
mhm.
goblin in our head, and also trauma. It's also trauma. I'm
Yes,
going
it is
to
also
because
trauma.
you don't fight. You're trying to alleviate the feeling
Super
of
serious isn't safe.
no, no,
Mhm.
because super serious it always ends super bad for you,
Yes, yes.
and it always hurts, and you always end up carrying that. But like, it's always though when you're having occasion, then apparently it never fails. You'll make some snarky, sarcastic comment that's just like off color humor. It's like
Mhm.
okay. And that's your cue. That's like that's my cue. That's where my cue, where my brain's going. Okay, we are hitting. This is your warning sign. If you want a sign
Yes.
that it's too deep and I have hit my limit, it's when a sarcastic or funny comment. I'm trying to make a joke out of it.
Mhm.
That
Yep.
is your sign that you probably shouldn't dig much further, and that this is probably should be a stopping point.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
But you become, and you know what? It wasn't until we started streaming, that I started streaming with Weeb Sweeps and Interweebs and BSBN, and it was that group of people. It's like Nev and Miko and all of them. It's just I think that Jay, who embraced my weird. And you and I were the people, you and I both were the two people that was like, we tried masking through the for the first 2 years. It was just like, that was our shtick almost. It became a shtick.
We were, we were super serious. We were like, get this done. We're going to follow. This is business.
Right. We're the
normal
ones. We're the normal ones. Yeah. And then it's just like, but it was... Yeah, go ahead.
The more normal we tried to be, the more unhinged they would be.
Yes.
Like
because they knew that's who we weren't. Because when we would game offline, when we weren't podcasting, we were completely different people. And when we were in person, we were completely different people. And so they knew that. They knew and especially Miko, they knew what we were trying to present and why, and she knew why we were doing it. So she was, I mean, honestly, she's the one who's like helping push us towards it's safe. It's okay. It's unhinged and it's weird and you're still, it's safe. And we're like,
no.
And we didn't realize it at the time.
No.
I mean, we do now. That we had to balance.
We were pretty bad. Jay was part of this, so Jay remembers. Like Pepper's Farm, Jay remembers.
I think my brain just will dissociate you guys. I do, and it is actually something I wasn't wholly aware that was disassociation. Until I started doing the work in the progress, and then I realized what disassociation I was doing. I was always doing it the whole time, but when you become aware of it, and I disassociate a lot more than I thought, and so it's very much of first off, my therapist also had to say, disassociation isn't bad. It is your brain protecting itself. And there's that disassociation where, you just cut yourself off. However, you can't allow your brain to disassociate all the time. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those, when you start that healing process and this is for me, don't take this as, again, don't sue us. This is my personal opinion and what works for me. I have to weigh the situation. Is this something that I need to really fight to stay in the present for? Because my instant brain is, I'm just going to shut this off until this is all over, which is my brain trying to avoid addressing the situation. Or is this something that is too much? I know it's too much, and I just need to let myself, it's just like taking a break in an argument, a pause. Sometimes you have to pause in an argument or it's just going to get worse. And then there's some arguments that don't require a pause. You just need to just work through it. So it's very much that situation for me. Just like I had said a few weeks ago, I went into, after all the stuff that happened with me and my kids, I went in full disassociation mode. And I went into severe disassociation, which is, there's obviously, just like anything, there's all different levels. There's just checking out temporarily. There's losing time. There's all this stuff. I went all the way in that I didn't even physically feel anything. I felt nothing. There are times where you disassociate and it's like, oh, the emergency lights come on, but you're still there, but everything's sort of shut down. And then there's like complete blackout. I was in complete blackout. Yeah. And I hadn't been there in a while. But I would have gone to jail and I didn't give a shit. So. Yeah.
But that wasn't avoiding for you, right? That was what you had to do that to make it. That was survival for you.
My brain just did it. My brain just, I can to the moment, my brain just went boom and it's done. It's scary for me because I missed 1 to 7 hours. Yes, it is scary. It is absolutely scary.
The time blindness aspect of it is like,
it's unnerving.
Yeah.
It's unnerving, and
Time
it
just
really
passes.
is.
There's
Yeah.
no recollection. It just, yeah.
Okay, segment 2. Entering the Goblin era.
Yeah, Goblin Renaissance era.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Ooh, the
Go ahead.
performance.
You go
Okay,
ahead.
so
I gotta potty. I've had like, this is like 2 full cups of coffee.
really nice.
I'm already on my second one, so
all
I
right,
like drank a pot of coffee. It's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah, so when there's a moment in healing when you realize you don't owe anyone the performance of being fine. And we've talked about this before. The idea of the being fine and trying to and replacing that. You're not just saying, "Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine," especially if you tell it to everybody. It actually creates some freeing. It's both freeing and terrifying. Taking off emotional shapewear for the first time. So the for me the freeing part is the healing that I've gone through is like when I gaming. This kind of big part where I started to try to start breaking through that. I have to be smart. I have to be smart, and I have to be good, and I have to like be perfect. And the first time where I kind of started to break through that was where I'm like, I can have fun and not be perfect. Felt weird. Like, is this how it's supposed to be? Is this that's what the weirdest thing is, like, it doesn't feel normal. It's like
Is it not
I
normal to
lost.
you?
Yeah, I wasn't perfect. I did something, I didn't do well, but I still had fun. Like, that doesn't seem like it's supposed to be the way it
We
goes, but
still
it
mock
does.
you shamelessly.
Well, of course. Um, that was kind of one of the first things, because that was a big hurdle for me. That was a big traumatic thing that I was dealing with. So
Mine was weebs, and your weebs.
yes, that was
Watch the first couple of episodes, and I'm just sitting there looking pretty, occasionally making a smart ass comment.
uh
But I remember when I let loose. It was it was one of our game episodes. It was one of the first game episodes. And we were just fucking weird. And that's when I realized, I was like, people like it when I'm weird.
we do.
And I enjoyed it. I was like,
Yeah.
you felt like, you know how you feel when you like, you get all grungy, dirty, whatever, and then you take that shower, like the full shower,
Yeah,
the full shower,
the
like
full shower,
not
yes.
just like rinsing off, like you
Everything.
exfoliate everything, shave, do the treatment in your hair, you do, and you feel like a different person.
Yes.
You feel
Yeah.
shiny,
Yeah.
and you feel
Especially
like
clean.
right. It's almost like popping a breath mint or something refreshing in, and then breathing in, and it fills your whole body.
Yes.
Like the
Oh,
air
it
feels
is.
different when
It's
you finally.
it's a cleansing breath.
Yes. When the weird
Yeah.
comes out and nothing bad happens.
Oh my god, that's a moment right there. That is a special moment, because you're waiting. There's that if there's that cleansing breath followed by that holding breath, like wait, is
Mm-hmm.
anything bad gonna happen? And then nothing does, and you're like, and you exhale, and it's just freeing. You're like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, that was pretty awesome. Okay, can I do it again?
Mm-hmm. You want to know what I also like? It's small moments, it's decisions.
Yes.
I started wearing the crazy makeup. Not crazy, the bright makeup.
Yes, bolder.
Bolder.
Yeah.
I remember that and how fun that was. How great that made me feel. Cosplaying for the first, like,
Ooh, yeah.
cosplaying for, and I didn't cosplay, like, it was small steps
Yes.
like that, like
Yes.
anybody breaking out of the shell. I didn't like go full, but it's just like, I'm gonna do this cosplay, and I'm gonna actually cosplay.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm cosplaying, and maybe nobody gets it, but that's fine, because it was just a wig and a tank top. I was playing Duchess from Fallout, so it didn't look like a cosplay. but looked like a cosplay, but it was a cos. But I was like,
You can pull this off. Look at
I was
that.
like, it was so freeing. You feel shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you feel more like yourself.
There,
That
yeah. Mm-hmm.
ooh, yeah, it's just you feel more like yourself. Oh, I already said embracing cringe is like exfoliating your personality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep. That's exactly, yeah. That's very much what you're doing. Like this
yeah.
is fresh and shiny and new, and this is you can breathe. You feel like you can breathe, and like you are. There's for me who's this constant feel of anxiety. Like it's perpetual for me. Like there's those moments where I'm like there's so much anxiety, and then I realize I can do this. I can say this. I can be this. And there's that period just kind of washes away. Like, oh, wow. Okay, this is what it feels like to not have that. Awesome.
I think that was the great thing about like the streaming and gaming
Mhm.
and just even though we were doing it on the internet, it was just like it was so much fun. I hadn't laughed like
We
that in a long time.
we are weird gamers. we just,
But it felt, I think, the safety
uh,
of it.
yes.
Because,
Yes.
because like I would game by myself sometimes but or I would do the things and my friends, my real life friends at the time didn't understand it. So I didn't talk about it
Mhm.
either.
Yeah.
Um when you apologize for being too much, people either adjust or leave.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you've realized your volume was never the problem. They just preferred you on mute.
That I read that one and went, ooh, yeah. That's a whole thing right there. Absolutely.
My thing was I was always saying I'm sorry. I was apologizing for my
Hmm.
mere existence on the planet.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was too much. I did too much. I'm like that was. I said for me a lot of times it's saying the thing like
Mhm.
I'd say the thing and they're like, oh god, oh that
Oh,
was stupid,
sorry.
I'm sorry, that
Sorry
was
about that.
bad, oh that was
Yeah,
awkward,
sorry.
oh that
I'm
was like,
sorry. I'm weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I shouldn't have said that, I'm sorry. And then I'm like in my head, and then I'm like I begin filtering everything, and I'm like, yeah. Eesh. Thinking, looking back to it, I'm like, ooh, I did that. That was,
Did you notice?
yeah.
Oh,
Good.
okay. I'm about to hit both of our. I'm about to trigger
Okay,
you.
hold on.
Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
You have nothing in your glass. You're drunk already. Hmm.
Well, I mean, I get more, but it would take too long.
Because I thought everybody would leave me. Mm.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Because
Hmm.
because because people told you they would. We were on mute because people told me that made us unlovable.
Hmm.
And we didn't want to be unlovable, and being unlovable meant being alone because again, we were punished
Hmm.
and being those things. But okay, Sean, you ready?
I don't think so, but all right.
Yeah, yeah. So when we first rebooted, you would talk about how she made you an introvert. She didn't
Yes.
want to go out and do all those
Yes.
things, right?
Hmm.
Same goes for me. All right.
Hmm.
Okay. Did did we do that or did we just keep turning down the volume in our to make sure that our partner would still be in love with us?
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden when you come to it and you look around and you've been muted, you've been on mute and the closed captionings are still going, like
Oh yeah.
the dialogue is still going on in your head, you just did everything's on mute. So
Hmm.
and then you realize you're in season 10, you have I mean you've sort of said like, you have no clue where you are, and then all of a sudden you realize that you had turned the volume down. But you didn't know, like it was just one small
One.
decision
Yep.
after another until you turn around and go, I used to go out all the time and didn't care. I used to do X. I used to build Legos. Like, I felt like for you, I
Yeah.
used to build Legos and loved it.
Yes.
I used to do this. I used to go do that. I used to talk to mine was I used to talk to my friends all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I used to hang out with people all the time. I used to be more, be louder. I used to be more. And over the many years, you're right. It's that one click, that one at a time, one volume down at a time over a long period of time, and all of a sudden, there's no voice, there's no sound, there's just beige and mute.
Right.
Like, and it's and it's not a and unfortunately, it's not a light switch that you can flip either to go the other direction. So like even after divorce, it's not like I can just flip the switch and go, okay, I'm back now. I'm all of a sudden colorful and loud, whatever. It's a process to come out of that because it's because I spent so much time being conditioned to be mute and to be quiet and to not that I it felt unsafe to be anything else. So even though like I was on my own, I was divorced, my nervous system was still like, oh, that's not safe. Oh, that
Hmm.
you shouldn't do that. Don't. And so it's like I had to little by little, because I couldn't crank the volume all the way up. I had to get little by little, I had to start turning that volume back up.
I have always struggled to make friends because of not wanting to leave my home due to being an introvert and struggling with trauma.
Mm, mm-hmm. I
Well, that's
get that.
okay.
Yeah.
One step at a time. Just like I said, one click at a time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I was like, my weird. And okay, so this is one of my favorite questions, my follow-up questions. Who's still uncomfortable with your healing and why do you no longer care?
Oh, yeah. Um, I don't my parents. I would say probably my parents of all people. Would be the ones. Um, because my parents are still like clean cut and they still try to be proper and good Christian folk.
I'd have to say Searugs, but not like he's
Mhm.
not like he's adjusted and he's becoming really accepting, but I
Mhm.
think that there's a part of me that still when I'm around him
Yeah.
still
Oh
holds
yeah.
back a little bit,
Sure.
and not because he can't handle it. I think that there is that still fear of me that I don't want him to be uncomfortable because I
Hmm.
do care about him. I do love him, so I don't want him to
Hmm.
be uncomfortable because I'm fucking unhinged and his brain is not my brain. Like I say the weird and see it's funny because I watch it with our kids. I watch it because my kids have
They,
no filter. They have none
I
of that
love your
masking
kids.
bullshit.
No, they don't.
My kids, and they are 12 and
Wide
13
open.
and still don't fucking care. And they will say it to our face. And so it's like my kids will say or do and just all of the things and but they're aware.
Hmm.
My oldest will say something literally out of left field. Not even out of left field. It's out of left parking lot. And we're just like, what? And she'll go, oh, the intrusive thought. I thought the intrusive thought. So I said the intrusive thought. She's like so unapologetic about
I
it.
love that. That is wonderful.
And I will watch Searugs get like, what? Like I will watch that
The
face.
brain just goes, huh?
His brain goes, I'm like, but I think, and it's not that I don't care. Like, I don't care. I think, like I said, I still do. There's a bit of me that still fears a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
But it's also because I care about them. And it's very, like you said, over the years, it was our choice. Like, I'm not going to play the victim because it was my choice.
It's a
But
cycle, I
but I
think.
didn't know any better. And so
Yes.
now it's sort of hard for like you're still trying to also have them like adjust to every button click of
Hmm.
turning it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. You can't just crank it all the way up because everyone around you is going to be like, oh my God, what just happened?
What's the filter?
I mean, Paragon. Um, but yeah, so it's like trying to now. I don't spend. I haven't seen. I spent time. I haven't communicated with my ex in a while now. So like, I don't know how I would react. Honestly, I'd like to think how I would react, but I don't know if I would do the same thing or not. Um, but yeah, most of the people I'm around, I'm just well, I say most of the people around. The people in my circle, my friends, they know the weird. They see the weird. just watch me watch me Barth and a Dragon. I get a little weird.
A little.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, I used to never. I was not the weird one. That was the I was when if you look at stuff from years past, I did not want to be the weird one. Did not want to be the oddball. I just wanted to like I created my first time on stream, I created a long list of stuff just so I didn't look weird.
And with that,
Oh god.
the science of weird, why being yourself feels so damn good.
Oh, it does.
It's like the gobbling giggle is serotonin meeting rebellion in the brain's reward system. That's why chaos feels so good. It's your nervous system celebrating freedom.
It's just letting it out.
Right. Like, how, I don't know about you, Sean. I know for me, when you have to crank up your performative mask to be socially acceptable, like back 10 years ago, like when you would go out to a important social business dinner or a social gathering, and you had to crank up that mask of normality and perfection up to an 11, right? Just beyond a 10. And so you would have it, and it is second nature at that point. So you're just doing it, and you're being charming, and you're doing funny, and you're doing all the things, and you're being all these clever. And then you get in your car and you let down the mask, and how exhausted do you feel?
It's the opposite. So there's the cleansing breath of, oh, I feel myself. This is the exhaustion breath. This is the, oh my god, it's like a full body. Oh my god, I want to crash. It's almost like a crash. It's a drop. It's a masking drop. It's like, oh my god, that was exhausting.
But you're also putting up that mask is you are running on that adrenaline and
Yes, it
dopamine and
is.
survival. So you're running off of that cortisol you're getting. You're running off of those. Those are the same chemicals. You're running off of that.
Yeah.
And then when you get in the car and it drops and your survival mode drops, you realize just how drained you are because you used up all of your resources.
Yeah. The brain is just constantly cranking during that entire time. And that's where the hypervigilance cranks up as well. And so whether you realize it or not, especially if you've done it for a while, you don't necessarily realize it, but you're running at 150, 200% for that period of time. And eventually that stops. And that's where that drop happens, that crash happens. You're like, oh, okay. And for me, I'm like, I want to get home. I want to get in PJ pants. And I want to like either sit on the couch and stare at the TV or like game. I want mindless. I need mindless at that point.
Yeah. What? Ma'am. She has been super like
right up.
Like, what is your deal? Hi.
Mouse doesn't get a lot of attention. Mouse needs attention.
My cat gets plenty of attention, but it feels like the air flows out of your body. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. And it's just like, and so when you. Okay, so it says perfection triggers anxiety. Imperfection invites peace. When you let go of being flawless, your body stops mistaking pressure for purpose.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I had to be so perfect.
You still have to be perfect. How's your nail beds?
That's different. We won't talk about that. I remember I struggled to game in a group because of that need for perfection. Like when we were streaming, when we were doing like BSBN game streaming and stuff, like 7 Days or Arc or all those, I remember how on edge, how anxious I felt the entire time because I had to know what to do. I had to be perfect. I had to have everything, and like I was so on edge the entire time because for me that was perfection. Because if I wasn't perfect, they wouldn't want to game with me. Because I got trauma when it comes around gaming with people. Yay.
I don't
Um,
even think it was just game. I mean, yes, it was gaming, but I think for me, it was just, oh my God, you remember? Because I wasn't a gamer. Because I wanted to be a game. I liked video games, but I didn't.
you are repressed. Were a repressed gamer. You
I
are
was
a
a
gamer.
I was a repressed gamer. I was a repressed nerd. I was a repressed
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
Um, I was always these things. I just was never. I never gave myself permission, or I wasn't. I
Yes.
didn't feel like I could. And so I felt so because you guys, like, especially like you, Sean, when I first started gaming with you, it's like you knew all the games, you knew all the like the games and how
Mhm.
things like worked and all of these things, and I was just like, I don't even know how the controls work. Like
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
like, oh my God, the using using the left and right thumb
Yeah.
simultaneously. It took me
You were
forever to get that
you
coordination. And I
you
was
were you were
like,
like Encino Man, where you'd been thawed out after so many years, and like, wait, what is? How do you game again? How do you
and
do this?
I was like, look one way and then be spinning. And I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm
it's
like,
too much.
if I don't move my right thumb, I can still move forward. I'm like, what do you mean I got to use my left index finger to
Like,
aim
yeah,
and this one to shoot? I don't know. And then
this
aim with this
the
one. What am
control.
I doing?
Yeah,
What am I doing?
for
Listen,
anyone that
let him
wasn't
take this.
around back then, controllers used to be very simple.
Yeah, it's all like, I'm like, I don't know
You
what am I supposed to use
you
this? What am I supposed to use this for? Like, oh, and
I
then I
grew up.
forget about the bumper. I forget
Oh,
about
the
the
bumpers
buttons.
and the triggers and the yeah, and then but don't forget your knobs are also buttons and yeah. We grew up at a time because we grew up in a time where you had one button, and then we upgraded to two buttons, and now look at what we got.
I had a similar experience situation where I played Captain Chaos in a lot of RPGs I was part of, and all of a sudden, when I was doing serious characters, everyone was like, "Go back to Chaos," and I was like, "But it's too exhausting," and they didn't understand. Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
it's like sometimes it like what I love about RPGs, and what I love about like D&D, tabletop games, etc. and so forth, is that it allows you to be where you're at and it allows you to be the thing, the person that you need to be in that moment. So like you played Captain Chaos and you were like, okay, that was fun, but it's becoming exhausting. I really just need to be serious. I need to connect with that part of myself.
Hmm.
And so many people were like, no, 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 we like that one too. Well, okay, I'm so glad you like that one. That's still me, but this is also still me, and this is the me that I need to be right now.
Yeah, because even though you may be chaos and you enjoy chaos, and that is part of who you are, it doesn't mean that is entirely who you are. There's a point. It's like the introvert extrovert thing. You may love to go out, but there's a point where I think where you got to go. Okay, I need recharge time.
And try moving one mask and putting on another one because no one can see the real me. I mean, yeah. That's why, okay, here's the thing. That's why I feel the car is super safe for me. My car is the safe space. My car and the bathroom.
Ah, yeah.
Because no one is in there. A lot of
Hmm.
times, like especially when you're commuting, you're a commute, or even just a short drive home. That's like
You
your
can be,
space. Yeah.
yeah.
So like a lot of times, like that's why a lot of moms hide in the bathroom because that's nobody. Like
Or sit. How many times have you driven home? You pulled in the park. You pull into your garage or your spot, and then you just sit
I don't need you fucking calling my
there.
shit out right now.
I mean, when I was married, I did that a lot. I sit there. I just had to.
And no music, no nothing. You just
Nothing.
sat there and sat, which is for neurodivergent. For I need a second.
Yeah, you need the calm. You need I needed the quiet. I needed just nothing for a moment. Because if I didn't like if I went I couldn't go going from one to the next, I felt like I was gonna go just explode. I felt like I was gonna go just had to breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that
When a neurodivergent needs silence.
yes. Um, Same. It would sometimes be hours in the car. Yeah, I would need music. Silence makes it worse. I mean, and everybody's
That's
different.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for me, it's you know when I am overstimulated and just exhausted from wearing the mask or doing whatever, it's the silence. I think people need a
Yeah.
good depiction of charging the mask. Just look at the end of The Graduate. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that, Paragon. But I think like we were talking about the chaos and embracing that chaos and that, but always being one thing. You can be replace one mask for another.
Mhm.
And it's very much like we were with BSBN. It was chaos all the time.
It was.
And not that it wasn't great and not that it wasn't fun, but the chaos all the time also became exhausting
Mhm. Yeah.
and performative.
Yes, it became chaos for chaos sake.
Yes.
It was just let's just see how chaotic we can just make it. And it was stressful.
Yeah.
Um
Because I think there was a part of me that was just like, I love those people. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
I fucking love those people. But we're all also very intelligent people that the chaos isn't all that we were. And
Yeah.
I think that was the thing is the chaos. My connection with them wasn't just on the level of all chaos.
Yeah.
Because they were great conversationalists about so many different things and just very smart. And it wasn't they weren't serious conversations, but they were still. There was just so it just become it's just yeah, you know.
Yeah, I remember absolutely. It became where the difference between on stream and off stream became so disparate. At one point, some points it was just like, okay, I'm done streaming and like take a breath. But then there's other times where we go offline and it was like, oh my god, that was a lot.
We all would drop. We all would have
Yeah,
it. Like we would go off the air and all our faces would drop.
yeah,
But it was
yeah. You guys didn't see that like on stream and off stream. It became very disparate.
right, and it's like this is like that question of how do you differentiate between healing chaos from avoiding chaos? And there is that thing of like there's chaos of letting yourself go and be silly and be funny and be free, and you know you're not caring about what other people think. And then avoiding chaos is that chaos of I don't want to face any of the real things, so here's this mask. It's almost like The Mask, like the Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Yeah, yeah. The chaos mask so that I don't have to I'm doing this so I don't have to face anything or deal with anything or actually experience real emotion.
Right.
I'm just gonna throw all the stuff and obfuscate everything
Mhm.
because you're avoiding something
Right.
versus just I'm gonna be fun and silly and just say the weird stuff.
Right. Just yeah.
Yeah.
And chaos can be like that. If you create the chaos, it's a distraction.
Mhm.
And that's the difference. Healing chaos is that chaos of I'm just being myself and it's fun and I don't care and I'm going to be creative and I'm doing all the things versus I'm creating chaos because for chaos sake.
Yeah.
Because I need a distraction because because the world's, you know, whatever. It's performative. It's performative chaos. It's not real. It's not genuine.
Yeah. And if you can usually tell by the moment it stops.
Yes.
Because when it's performative, your body reacts to that. Your body there's a drop. After performative, there's always a drop.
And you get burnt out on that too. So you get
Yes.
it, and yes, it is a sometimes it is, if you're not very careful, it is a lose-lose situation. You're performative perfection, you have that burnout, then you drop the perfectionist one, you pick up the chaos, and you're like, oh, this is fun and this is great and this is great, and then you feel burned out by that because you're like, if I continue, because you associate, well, okay, I don't say you, and I'm saying this like I know, but for me, I associated the chaos and the stupid and the fun for being free. And being happy, and if I wasn't that all the time, then I must be unhappy. It was very black and white thinking. I either had to be one or the other. And I didn't realize that both of these can exist in the same space because I couldn't accept that at that point.
Yes.
I can be serious and intellectual and not be in the mood for chaotic bullshit, which I have been on 3 parts in a drag. I'm not in the mood. And you've seen it. It's just been like, and I'm fucking done. I'm done with your shit. I just can't. I can't. Yeah. You can. It's both. It's both. It's that radical acceptance that 2 things can exist in the same space. That's freedom. Yeah. That's understanding that you don't have to put on any mask. And it can switch. You can feel like, oh, you're very serious, and then you make some offhand comment, and your neurodivergent brain goes.
Yeah. Sometimes it just goes off on its own. But it's important for people in your life who are like this as well. Whether or not you are, other people in your life, give them the space to do that. Like Paragon was saying, where you've got 2 different. Sometimes you want to be this, but also sometimes you want to be that. It's important to give the people in your life space to do that. And that can become very difficult with online personalities, with people where all you see is streaming, because they end up feeling a bit trapped by this thing that they've created,
this persona
they've created, and sometimes they just don't want to be that. But unfortunately, a lot of people have strangers that, viewers that don't know them, don't let them, because
the parasocial relationship. We talked about that. We talked about that on some panels at some cons. But the parasocial relationship where they think that they know you, but they don't know you. Yeah, they know what little part they know what little part. Like, I care about Asta. I am very much supportive of you, Asta, and all these things, but you're like across an ocean. I have never met, so I can't say that we have a close personal relationship, or that I know Asta as a person. I know who they are when they show up on stream, and I'm very grateful that they're here, and we enjoy their presence, and we enjoy, their interactions, and it makes us laugh and makes us think. Just like vice versa, but we don't know each other. Yeah. He doesn't know what my favorite movie is, or what my favorite food is, or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, like you're really 10,000 miles away. Yeah. Like, it's fine. But that doesn't mean that it's bad either. Like, it's okay. Like Paragon. Paragon watched us through streaming, but we actually met them, and now we actually just been over to Sean's house. Yes, you can have real relationships, like friendships and relationships, like, we're out of streaming, or social media or whatever, but not always. And that's okay. But we're not perfect. And I'm not my persona. Oh my God. How long did it take me to get How long did it take me to get out of the Brug's persona?
A long time. It became a I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but you became so encased in that.
Oh yeah, trapped.
You were trapped in that, and that there's a point that's where a lot of burnout with influencers, burnout with online people, because you're not your persona. You typically aren't, and so you end up feeling trapped. And your community doesn't give you the space to open that up. And so the only way that you can deal with that is to cut that off, and
stop streaming. Things. Yeah.
And so it's important to give ourselves that space that we can be two things, multiple things, three, four things,
Mhm.
and give the people in our lives that space as well.
Right. Um, but rebuilding your identity from the chaos up. And here's one. This section is actually quite personal for me, and of course I'm going to tell you why. But because I suffer from CPTSD. And CPTSD is like it's a consistent exposure to the trauma. It's the consistent exposure to, so like PTSD has like, there's one traumatic event, and then CPTSD is a long exposure to the trauma. And so basically I built who I was, the person that I was. I built Anna in a environment of trauma and unsafe and danger and fight or flight. And so I built this person from childhood up. And now it's not, now that I've gone through I'm going through the healing process, and I'm becoming more aware and doing the work and the tools. It is not that I am healing the things to go back to this person, because this person, the safer I get, the less that person exists, because this person that I built in the fight or flight, in the trauma, is slowly disappearing, because this person is developing in safety and healing and connection with myself and my inner child. And then all of a sudden it's like I'm looking at this person and I'm like, again, is this my personality or is this my trauma? Wonderful game.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize that it's my personality because of my trauma. So it is your personality, but it's my personality because I was living in this trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm having to rebuild this space and this person in this space. And you're like, fuck. People are like, I don't know what the fuck I want or who I am.
My therapist. What do you want? I don't know. What do you, who are, I don't know. What do you want me to just tell? No, I've defined myself off of everyone else for so long. I've defined myself by the people I'm around for so long.
And their opinions and what they wanted and what they needed
Their
and everything.
perception
Yes.
of, so much of me has been that. So to ask me, what do you want? Like, it kind of hurts my head a little bit. Who are you? What do you want to do? What do you like? What are you interested in? What do you,
Okay,
I
so
don't, yeah.
yeah, so these talking points all hit personally and this bullshit. So
Right.
I'm gonna go down these talking points, folks, and we're just gonna
Yeah. Okay.
So your wardrobe after healing becomes a personality test. Bold, comfortable, and slightly unhinged. It's less what's in fashion and more what's my vibe today, sorcerer or swamp witch. How many I have a closet full of clothes that I love. And how often would I say when I was like, it's like, what's my personality today? How do I feel today? Do I feel badass today? Do I want to wear those tight pleather leggings and that rocker t-shirt? Or am I going to show up in pajama pants and a sweatshirt? What's my era today? Oh, like, my era here lately has been athletic shorts and sweatshirt. That's my era today. What are you? I am sports comfortable. Like,
yes.
And did you find, Sean, that when you started, did you embrace a different way of grooming or like dressing?
Not okay. So I have added a lot more geeky stuff, geeky like shirts and whatnot, because I used to not wear a lot of that. It used to be a lot of business casual. It was Whether or not that particular stuff look good, that's a whole different thing. I just like the style. So I've done a lot of bracing, a lot more
Sweater
of.
vest.
Hey, hey, now don't make me break out the sweater vest again. I'm not saying it was good fashion. It was good style. It was just a style.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I've embraced showing off the geeky side of me a lot more. Whereas before it used to be the very professional, wanting to have a very professional style, the button downs and the polos and blah blah blah. So yeah. I did change the grooming, but that was more of at a recommendation. That was more of a, have you thought about doing this before?
You're 40 now, buddy. You have to exfoliate and moisturize. God damn it.
Let's not show a picture of what it looked like before that.
The goatee.
Oh man, I had a scraggly, like it was worse than shaggy. It was it was long.
And it wasn't just one of those like goatees like right here. No, it was one of those like
yeah,
on
it
the
was an
chin
extended
goatee.
yeah, and it was not well kept either. So it was yeah. So after the reboot, that was one of the Anna have you thought about statements where she was like, yeah, that.
It was so bad. And he had these glasses, and I was like,
I did.
why did you pick those? Well, my ex.
I mean, my ex.
My ex. And I was like,
oh God, yeah.
No, get contacts, or at least better looking glasses. I don't care which. They are not good for your face.
But that was hard. The whole okay. So here's
Belts.
pick out new clothes. Well, but yeah, just picking out new clothes, that is a whole thing. Like, what is my style? Especially like when I was younger, parents picked out clothes. When I was in relationships, a lot of times the people I was in a relationship with
I was telling you that they were spelling bee. Well, it's fine. I never ignore the belt, no, because I'm a good girl. Listen.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Figuring out what my own thing is, figuring out what our own style, our own personality, our own identity. That's tough. That's one of the most difficult parts about coming into our Goblin Renaissance and coming to our own era is
right.
What does it look like? And it's tough.
And you're afraid. Like, you're afraid at first. Like, you're like, okay, I need my space. Like, I need me and my space to look like this.
It's even when I'm trying to do it because I want it, there's still a voice in me who's going, well, what are other people going to think?
I'm sorry, Esther. We did not mean to trigger you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I still find myself thinking. I still found myself, especially when I started doing it, was like, well, what are people going to think? I was still basing it on other people. So silencing or moving away from focusing on that voice has been a process.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
your backdrops have changed significantly over the years.
They have. I mean, also some of my location has.
Well,
but
that is true.
If you go into my house, it still looks like a grown-up lives there. It still looks like an adult, like a family lives there. However, I've done it in a way, like I have nerdy pictures and posters, and I have an entire bar that is Harry Potter themed. Like, but you wouldn't, when you're looking at it, it's not, it doesn't scream, oh, this is nerdy. Like, you have to like all of a sudden look at it and go, wait.
Yeah.
My room, my house, just my house in general. And my dad said this multiple times when he walked in because that was the first time he visited my house, because we've always gone to him. And he walked in and he was like, this house is so you. This house is you. Like, it's super nerdy. Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, we're still sorry. Like, we'll try to be a little bit more conscious of that and aware of it. I mean, we're sorry. We understand.
Yes,
What we're trying to
yes,
say,
we
it
do.
was not our intention, and we also understand that like sometimes some things trigger other people. Um,
But your
but
home,
my
it is.
home is so much like me. It's nerdy but nice. It's that what I like to call nerdy chic. My
Hmm.
stuff like this, like it's like okay, it's a Harry Potter sweatshirt that I made myself because
Because that's what you do.
neurodivergent. We're not even going to talk about my craft storage. We're not going to do that. But he would talk about that's so you.
Mhm.
It doesn't feel like because I'm not hiding any of that.
Mhm.
I bought a Nuka Cola poster from Five Below and I put it in a frame. Like it's in a frame. I have like these and I think I'm redoing my backdrop, but I'm not hiding anything anymore. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like, oh, a 12-year-old lives here.
Mhm.
Like, oh, like this is a child lives here. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel, it feels like an adult who likes nerdy things.
Who's embraced that side of their life?
Right.
Yeah, because that's what you are. You are an adult
Right.
who has embraced the geeky, nerdy side.
Right. And that's who I am. And that's okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
But like your space changes because I would have never, because I was regulated, even in the old house, I was regulated to one room.
Mm-hmm.
That was my little office / guest room / thing where I was streaming. And that is the only place that I could put anything. Now I put little trinkets here or there and but nothing. And maybe in the kids' playroom, because they were younger then, I put some pictures and stuff up. But that was like the only place where that was my space. And this is it. This is all I have.
Yeah.
Everything else has to look different.
But even then, it had restrictions. Even then, it
Yes.
had constraints.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just, yeah, you stop decorating. I buy all the lights. I change my lights all the fucking time. Like, my lights are all the time. Like, it's
Your space is you want your space to be an expression of you, not of somebody else, not of a muted version of you, an expression of you. So like when I do what my area around me, I'm like, okay, what do I want? What do I want to show off? What is me,
right.
regardless of anyone else? And that's taken a while for me to get to be okay with whatever it is around me. It's because I want it there,
Mm-hmm.
and it reflects me. I don't want it to reflect anybody else.
Right.
It's mine. Whether if somebody likes it or doesn't like it, if they think it's cluttered or silly, or why do you have Legos behind you? Because I like them. Shut up.
All of these are like your playlists, your music
Yeah.
tastes. Realizing when you're rebuilding yourself, where you realize joy doesn't require permission.
Ooh.
It requires presence. Your healed self is less interested in what looks good and more interested in what feels good.
That. Ooh. Yeah. Doesn't require permission. Eh.
And validation.
And yes, and validation. Oh man.
I'm only going to do the thing because I'm good at it, and I'm only.
Why you gotta come at me like that? I was just sitting here enjoying my Sunday.
But it doesn't, like, I don't have to be good at it, because I wouldn't dare say shut up. I would trigger my abandonment issues. Yeah. But it's that whole permission. I have to be good at the thing that I want to do that brings me joy, so that people will tell me I'm good at it, to validate myself, and also so that way they'll allow me to do the thing that I like because I'm good at it. So they won't tell me not to do it or ask me why I'm doing it. They'll understand why I'm doing it because I'm good at it. John.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I've had that reasoning before. I think that's yeah.
But the reality
Mm.
is, why? Oh, you did that? Yeah. Why?
Mm.
Because I
Cuz I
wanted to.
wanted to. And that is a complete sentence. Cuz I wanted to.
Just like no is a
No,
complete sentence.
exactly. Cuz
Why
I
is it
wanted to.
all the short sentences are really difficult? Like, do
They
you feel like there
are.
needs to be more to it?
Yes. Does it for me it feels real short sentences feel
Wrong.
wrong. Yes, it feels wrong. Like no.
Why?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I wanted to.
Yeah. I don't have to the justification. Yeah. Yeah. It feels because I've had to do that for so much of my life is I have to qualify my response. Even when people didn't necessarily ask for it, I got so used to qualifying it, I just always did it. So to just put no or because I want to feels wrong. Like I have to justify it.
Um. Okay, and this you stop identifying solely as a survivor and start seeing yourself as a creator again. You're not a trauma response, you're an art project in progress. I think that's how we were programmed to it. Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. I asked it.
It was, yeah.
Um,
Especially as a kid. Especially as a kid, everything had to have had to have a purpose. You had to explain everything. And then when I grew up, and especially it happened a lot in relationships, I had to prove why I felt a certain way, or I did something, or I liked something. I had to
or
justify
I
it. I
went
did.
somewhere.
Yes. Well, why'd you go there? Or why did you do that instead of why did I do it this way instead of doing it the way they wanted me to do it or they thought I should do it? Like I had to have it was like I was in a courtroom.
All the time.
And then I would gaslight myself and I would do it preemptively, even when because thought it might happen. And that's the baggage I carry into the next other relationships is yeah. So
Yeah, and so much. It's like all of. Here's the thing that I'm
mhm.
slowly learning. I don't have to have myself figured out.
What?
Don't
Yeah.
even start with me, Sean.
I no, I'm not I was that was the same I'm the same way.
Who are you? I'm figuring that out. What do you want? You know what? Psst, I know I have an idea, but I don't know.
Oh, that's hard for me to accept myself. It's hard for me to accept that I just don't know and I'm figuring it out. Like it feels wrong.
Hmm. I lost many friendships because I pulled myself back because I couldn't take the pressure. But I think relationships like that, in friendships or any type friendships, relationships, professional, personal, whatever, they say it is what you put into it, but I don't think that's 100% true. I feel like they don't have to be. And here's another thing: who's leaving it is they don't have to be anything what they want to be. Now, do both parties have to be respected? Yes, absolutely. Do their needs need to be met? Absolutely. But I don't feel like that they all have to look the same.
Ooh. Mm.
And so
Yeah.
many people are just like as this is, I couldn't take the pressure. What pressure? If they were putting pressure on you because you couldn't give them something or et cetera and so forth. But every friendship relationship looks different. Doesn't mean that you're any less friends. Like,
Mhm. That that's one that been part of the journey is understanding that yeah, friendships are different and they don't have to look the same and they don't have to have the same qualities and the same they are what they are and it
and they can
doesn't
change with the same person.
and they can yep and they can change and one doesn't diminish another
Say it again, Sean.
Yeah, there it is.
Say
there
it again.
is.
No, I want to hear it again. I don't want to hear it again.
One friendship doesn't diminish another. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they heard you in the back. I don't think they heard you in the
Are
back.
you sure? Are you
yeah.
sure?
No.
Okay. Do I need to say it one more time?
One more time. I feel like I missed it. I was walking my goldfish.
Walking your goldfish. Okay. One friendship doesn't diminish another. Yes. Why are you looking at me? Okay, now I'm not even gonna ask. I know. I know. Yes.
I know I fucked up. Too easy being walked over just because being scared to be alone. Hey, Asta. Hey. I feel like sometimes Asta, you got a lot of trauma. And I'm going to acknowledge that and validate that. From what you shared with us, I don't know everything. And what you shared with us, you have a lot of trauma and a lot of things that you are working through. But you're a good person. And the fact that you show up every week for yourself, not here, but show up every week for yourself, even when it's hard, is brave. And I'm going to tell you what my therapist tells me. You're not always the problem. I'm really critical of myself. Yeah.
I get that.
But you're not always the problem. And I know that sometimes with our traumatized brains, we have a hard time accepting that. But ask yourself the question, what if I'm not the problem? Maybe you can't get to the point to where you're telling yourself I'm not the problem, but like you just question it. Question the thought of I fucked up. But what if I wasn't the one that fucked up? I'm not saying I didn't, but just critical thinking of yourself. If you're being critical of yourself, be critical thinking also in the positive.
Ooh. You
can be critical thinking of the negative because our brain's going to go there. But for me, it also really, really helps to go, but what if I wasn't the problem? Critical thinking in the opposite direction. What if I wasn't the one that fucked up? What if I am the one that isn't? Yeah, it's just thinking that. What if something goes wrong, Sean?
I was going to say I am very, very much guilty of what if in the negative, of expecting the negative and searching for the negative. It's always, well, what if it goes wrong in this horrible possible way? And I'm learning to question that and go, well, what if it goes really well? Because it is just as possible for that to happen. Yeah.
Yay! Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So, which assignment do you want to send them?
I know. I kind of like number 4.
I know. I figured you did. Okay, so you get to do it. And now you know what? You do number 4 because I like number 5.
Okay.
All right.
I like that. That's a good one too. All right.
Okay.
So, one assignment. You don't have to do both. Just one. Pick one.
And you don't even have to do them, but we highly encourage it.
Yes.
Because we actually both of us have actually done these. Mm-hmm. So, and the one I'm assigning has been really hard for Sean.
Yes, it has. Mm-hmm. I've had to work on that. Yeah. All right. So number 4. So one of the assignments, compliment someone on their weirdness. Yeah. Because that actually hits a couple ways. Because some people don't.
Weird, and I absolutely love it.
Yes, not a backhanded compliment. No, make it a full and like encourage, embracing, really loving or complimentary of whatever it is that they whatever their weirdness is.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes people have a bad reaction to you're so weird. So just make sure you word it in a way like when you compliment, be very specific.
Yeah, because weirdness can like name the thing, name the specific. If
like when we're talking and somebody says something unhinged and you're just like, your unhinged comments bring me so much joy.
Yes, exactly. Right.
That brings me so much joy. And I'll say that. Mm-hmm. I say that to my friends all the time. That brings me so much joy. Thank you. Because that brings me so much joy. I'll say that often. And like, whatever it is. It's like this, you're doing X, and that brings me so much joy. That makes me so happy.
I am here for all of that.
I support all of this.
I support all of this.
I say that too. I'm here for this. I am so here for all of this. Please continue. Yeah. So second assignment, if you so choose to do it, make something ugly on purpose. Either art or a writing or an outfit or a dance or something that is not perfect, something that isn't some masterpiece, something that just you want to do it. And it can be ugly, it can be grotesque, it can be stick figures on a piece of paper, it can be some type of haiku that is unhinged. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be for anyone else, but do something ugly that you know that you're not good at, but you gonna do it anyway. Sean?
Yes.
His therapist made him draw, and it was the best.
My therapist made me doodle and draw, and it was that was like, wait, that's my homework? Yes, I want you to draw.
It really pained him, and by the way, it pained him. It pained him. He would text me afterwards. He goes, "Oh my fucking god!"
Yeah,
like, how'd your assignment go?
Do it and not be critical of it. Not be critical of my drawings. I was like,
right.
Yeah, that's part. I have some weird, unusual, unexpected therapy homework.
I think we all do sometimes at some point. Yeah. So that's our show. All right, do the call out. I gotta pee again.
The call out for the week. Okay. Yeah. We got stuff.
Don't forget the veterans.
Don't forget okay. Let me see if I can bring up my buttons, because it's important to have my buttons working. All right. So we have that went so well. Yes. It went fantastically. Oh my god. Don't ask to see it. You don't want to see it. All right. So today is Sunday, which means tonight we have Let's Build with Pep. So that is on my stream. In the chat, I put the group Team AOA and Nerd by Mace, Jay, Great Pip Bear, and mine, Dorian Sombra, at the very bottom. So tonight I'm doing Let's Build with Pep. We are finishing the Hogsmeade Visit set. That is the original Hogsmeade set. Yep, Legos, exactly. It is my favorite time of the day, of the week, is build Legos and hang out with people. So we're going to finish the set. If we have time, we will start our next build, which is going to be the arcade machine. So if not, the arcade machine will be next week. So that is going to be at 6:30 Eastern on my channel, Dorian Sombra. So come hang out, come check it out, and let's build. And then on Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern on the Team_AOA channel is 3 Bards and a Dragon, where we roll a d20 and let it ruin our lives. Oh my god, the chaos that ensues. Last week, if y'all haven't seen the last week's video,
go watch it out. Just watch the clip. Just watch the clip.
Because you shared it on your Twitch stories. It is. Bear had us going. I did not see the ending coming. I really did not.
But you and I were the chaos goblin. We were like, trauma twins unite. Boom.
We did.
God. When is it that you and I are the chaos goblin and Jay and Bear are the ones just going, God fucking damn it.
Jay had like 5 counters up. Watch it, especially if you're into horses. I mean, that's true. Yeah. There may be a horse related theme to it. But yeah, Jay had
not
like
that
5.
Way.
No, not that way.
Well,
Yeah, there was even a candy corn counter, and that was rude. But
Is it?
yeah,
Is it?
yes, totally.
Is it?
So that is on the Team_AOA channel at 8:30 Eastern on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, our good buddy Nev Zarknor is streaming. He is gaming. He's a fantastic gamer. Lots of fun to watch. So check him out on his channel. Let's make sure I can get the right button for it. Yep.
Oh, by the way, thank you for subscribing, Nev. I just looked at it while we were talking, but thank you. We love you. And we miss you. We should get together sometime.
Yes, absolutely. So the last thing to talk about, so check out Nev on his channel, Zarknor. The last thing to talk about is on November 8th. We have our Veterans Day charity stream. So it is on the 8th, not the 11th. The 8th is a Saturday. We're doing it on that day. We're excited so it's gonna be on a Saturday. We haven't locked in all the details yet, but we are planning to raise money for the Follow On mission, which if you want to know more about them, there is a link to their website right there in the channel. They're a fantastic organization. So we're going to be raising money for them. We're going to be playing a bunch of games on Saturday, November the 8th, a bunch of racing games.
I promise we'll be more prepared this year. Last year we had high hopes, and we made it through the stream. It was just a little rough.
Well, it would have been better if people didn't try to disassemble.
It was just a little like we had games, like we were like, okay, we're gonna play these games, but nobody was ready. And then we're like, you didn't do the tutorial.
Yeah, some of the games had
I downloaded it. Like, you didn't tell me I had a tutorial to do.
And not short tutorials. Some of them had like hours long tutorials.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But we're gonna do that November 8th. November 8th, starting when we haven't locked in the schedule exactly when we're gonna start. We're thinking it's a 12-hour stream, but we're not sure of the exact starting time yet.
So, but it won't be early morning. It'll be like 10 a.m. like Central time, 9 or 10 a.m. Central time, and then go to so it won't be like super early, and it won't go super late. So it'll be midday on a Saturday, so yeah.
Yeah. So if you can contribute to during the charity stream, fantastic. We appreciate it. But even if you can't, please show up and hang out. It is going to be hilarious. Last year we had stuff like Jay trying to teach me and Anna how to take apart cars and fix them. That went about as well as you could expect.
I hadn't laughed that hard. I think I almost wet myself. I was laughing so hard.
That was really good. Yeah. So absolutely. So come check us out on that day. Make sure you're following our channel so that when we go live, you get notified. And that is the week. Yeah, that's everything.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, come tonight and be on Sean and Nev's streams tonight on their channels. And we love you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. And for those of you who are going to bed, get some sleep.
Yes, absolutely. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
All right. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Did you really just high five over me?
No, we didn't.
Okay, we're live.
Hey.
Hello.
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
And the bear is coming with the carpet spoon.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah. 3 of 3.
I think it called.
She ain't judging us at all.